Just maybe take your hands and rest them on the legs, and maybe bringing the eyes to close and just notice your breath here. Taking the hands to the belly, inviting the breath there. Inviting the calm, inviting the presence, inviting ourselves into this moment, just landing right here. And maybe the breath is in through the nose and out through the nose. Hear the breath inside of the skull. And sending the breath into the belly, the low back, and even the side body perhaps. Feeling yourself in this space, in this moment. Landing right where you are. The hands come to the rib cage, and we inhale and expand the rib cage as though we're inviting more air through a couple of doors, opening the doors and expanding. And on the exhale, the rib cage allows a little bit of gentle squeeze to the lungs. The belly button comes to the spine. And the inhale, we expand. And the exhale, we just maybe close those doors, hug the lungs. And the inhale, we expand into the side body, into the back body even, the back ribs opening. The intercostals expanding, and then the exhale draws it in, squeezes the lungs, expels the air, the belly button to the spine. And the inhale, we expand again. Notice the intercostals opening up, expanding. And the exhale. And take one hand to the belly now and take one hand up to the heart center. And the inhale, expanding the belly and the rib cage. And all the way up into the heart center and even up into the upper back. And we pause. And we exhale. And one more breath. Watch your breath move. Watch your lungs fill, expanding the fascia around the lungs. Expand and invite. Exhale completely. Take both hands to the heart now. Inhale, and then we're just going to hold for a little bit at the end of the inhale. So go ahead and bring in the air. And unifying all of us, open mouth, exhale. Taking the palms together, the thumbs at the sternum, and maybe a soft gaze down. Interlace the fingers and press the palms forward, round through the back. Inhale, bring the arms up, framing the head with the biceps, and up and over to the right. And up and over to the left. Inhale, come up, and exhale, just bring it on down, bowing on down. And see if you can make this extra sweet right here. What can you just kind of relax and let go of? If there's anything that you've brought into the space with you that you would just like to invite to set over to the side, just doing that here. And walking your hands back up to the body, switching the crisscross on the legs. And as we move into twists, we imagine lifting the rib cage up and away from the pelvis, or lifting the rib cage up and away from the pelvis and bringing the belly button to the left, and then the rib cage and the chest and the shoulders, the neck and the gaze. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale at the rib cage, maybe twist a little bit more. Unwind, starting with the gaze, the neck, the shoulders, the chest, the rib cage, and we're back to center. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale over belly button, rib cage, chest, shoulders, neck, the gaze. And exhale here. Inhale here. And one more exhale at the rib cage. Unwind and take a bow. And exhale. Inhaling, make your way to table. And keep on breathing. And in table, we've got the wrists underneath the shoulders. We can feel the outsides of the palms pressing into the mat, and a little soft bend in the end of the fingers. The elbow creases come to the front, and we lift the back of the heart. And the belly button is coming up toward the spine a little bit, maybe up toward the heart. Just a little bit. And find your breath here. Soft gaze down. And exhale. Bring the belly down and the tailbones start to spin up. The chest comes through the upper arms and the gaze comes up, opening up the front body. On the exhale, we start to round through the back, lifting the back of the heart. The tailbone comes between the legs. The belly button comes up toward the spine. We look at the belly button. And then dropping the belly, lifting the gaze on the inhale. And riding the exhale into cat, curling through the spine. The chin comes toward the chest. Coming to a neutral spine, opening up the left side and the right side. And if you'd like, maybe curling the toes under, coming back to neutral and sending the hips back. So feeling the feet open here. Bringing the elbows down, look past the thumbs. And slide forward, landing on the belly. You can just send the knees back. I'm taking the hands under the shoulders and back just a little bit. So the thumbs are kind of under the rib cage. The elbows come toward each other, the shoulders away from the mat and away from the ears. Maybe lift the chest forward and up, sending the tailbone back toward the heels. And find your breath here in this baby cobra. And on the exhale, curl the toes under and press back to extended child's. And we'll take the knees wide now. Bring the big toes together. Press the hips all the way back. And bring your hands over to the left to open up the right side body. And hands come through center and over to the right. And back to center. We're going to come onto our backs. We're just going to crawl on forward a bit. Cross the ankles and sit back. And come all the way down onto the mat. All the way down onto the mat. And come onto the left side. So both arms will be straight out in front of your shoulders, palm to palm. You can just let the head hang down, or if you have a pillow, you can put a pillow underneath your head. Either way is good. Take the right leg, the top leg, and bend the knee and extend the left leg. It's kind of just a cozy little spot here. And take the right hand now and slide it off of the left hand. So going toward the fingertips, slide the palm forward, 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 forward. And then it's coming up like a big rainbow and over. Take your left hand and hold the right knee down. All the way up and over. You can bend the right elbow, touch it to the shoulder, and then slide it forward. You can bring it forward any way you want. That's just my suggestion to help ease the shoulder a bit. Slide it off again, and up and over we go. The left hand comes to the knee. And we'll just do that 2 more times. And notice your breath here. And last time. And we're switching sides. So you can just roll to the other side. I need to do this. On the right side, the left knee is bent, the right leg is straight. Palms are stacked. The left hand slides forward off of the right and up and over, reaching up and over. The right hand maybe helps to hold the knee down in the twist. And maybe the gaze too comes back. And 3 more. Notice your breath as you're moving here. Notice how your breath can serve you, especially noticing the exhales and the pauses. And the last one. And now just making your way onto the back. And if you're on a yoga mat, maybe you're centering your body, but all of us now are bringing our body onto our back and finding some symmetry. And we're making our way toward our final relaxation or final deep relaxation. So if you'd like, you can come into Shavasana. In Shavasana, the feet are toward the corners of the mat. Finding comfort in our spine, and maybe the shoulder blades maybe tuck down and the shoulders away from the ears perhaps, to open up the heart, ready to receive, and the arms come out to the sides with the palms up. And you might be on your side if you're pregnant. You might be in a seated posture if you decide that that's better for you. If this is uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form, find a place of comfort. And wherever you're at, if there's any last thing that your body needs, if you're realizing, oh, there's a little something else I need to do here, then go ahead and do it. Or set up for your final posture in your final posture. So just taking this next minute or so to set your body up, or maybe there are a few more little stretches, that you would like to do before a deep relaxation. Just allowing yourself to do that, allowing maybe your body to just sort of unwind in any way that it wants to unwind, and making your way toward that final posture. Noticing your breath, allowing yourself to be completely present. And maybe it would feel good to have a pillow underneath the knees. Just making yourself comfortable. Maybe you want a blanket. If you can be in Shavasana, I suggest it. Having the body as symmetrical as possible is sometimes helpful for letting the brain let go. Just close your eyes if that's okay and get comfortable now. And with a non-judgmental curiosity, just take a moment to notice the state of your body. The state of your mind. Just taking note. And begin now to just settle into this space, whatever space you're in. See if you can notice sounds around you and just allow them to be just as they are. They're just a part of your experience, and you're there on your mat on the earth, just supported. And noticing sounds that are a little bit closer now. And now noticing sensation inside of the ear canals. Notice your body and feel the support and feeling every place that your body is touching the earth, the ground, the mat, the blanket. And feeling the warmth or coolness of the room. Feeling that sensation on the skin. Maybe the feeling of the clothing on the skin. And now noticing the breath. Just acknowledging the breath and how the body is breathing you now. And maybe sending some gratitude to the breath. And relax the muscles around the ears. Relax the ear canals. Let the brain just rest, and the tongue. And begin to notice the mind. And see if you can notice without any kind of changing, any need to change anything. See if you can just notice what's happening in the mind here. Just a gentle curiosity. notice that you're noticing. Just be aware that you are aware. And sometimes that can get a little bit abstract, so perhaps imagining that the mind is something like a dance floor or like a playground full of kids. And you are sitting back in a safe spot, in a quiet, safe spot, and you're watching and you're calm and you're aware. And there's this awareness that you are watching. And when we can get to that place, I call that the inner teacher there, that source, a still spot. Now it's natural as we move through this practice to maybe flow in and out of conscious hearing. The deepest part of you, your core self, is always listening. So whatever your experience is, this practice hopefully will work and serve you in the way that you feel is best for you. And so feeling your natural breath here, your breath flowing through. Just allow the bones of your body to become heavy, your skeletal system resting, and just releasing and sinking, supported. Encouraging the tongue to soften and rest on the floor of the mouth. Just allowing the tongue to just spread out from its own midline equally out to the sides. Dropping the eyes back into the sockets, softening the nose, deepening the ear canals, so that you begin to listen to the sound of the breath from deep inside the back of your head. Softening the skin on the bridge of the nose, the space between the eyebrows. And dropping into a feeling of being settled in your center with all the organs of perception softening. The brain inside of the skull, just maybe imagine it just kind of shrinking and getting smaller and smaller and moving farther away from the inner lining of the skull. The brain resting on the back of the head. Stillness in the body. And I still invite you, and stillness is going to be the most effective for the practice, but if it's not the most effective for you, then moving any time that you feel like you need to into a different posture or whatever it is that serves you. Exhale here. And notice how when you inhale, you receive the breath without effort. And then the exhale just exits all on its own, releasing gracefully. Allowing the mass of the body to sink. Feeling the weight on the heels, the calves, the back body, the backs of the arms, the back of the head. Feeling connection and staying still and as connected to the present moment as possible. And I'll go deep inside now, deep inside to notice your heart's deepest longing. Your deepest desire will lead you to the very best expression of yourself. When we ask our heart what it desires, we're asking for not an earthly thing, but more like a trait or something we'd like to cultivate, like peace, good health, well-being, acceptance, awareness. What is it that you'd like to cultivate? And frame it now as a statement such as, I am at peace. I am aware. I am. And feel this heartfelt desire with your entire body while imagining the experience as being real and true in this moment. Allow your awareness now to travel through your body on a journey of sensation, simply feeling each part as it is mentioned without moving, remaining completely still and welcoming all sensation just as it is. Begin with the mouth. Notice your mouth. Feel sensation in your mouth. Feel your jaw, lips, noticing where the lips touch. Feel the inside of the mouth, roof, upper teeth and gums, lower teeth and gums, tongue, under the tongue, the root of the tongue, center, tip. Noticing the sense of taste in the mouth. Feeling the inner cheeks. And now feel all parts together as a whole. Feel your mouth as sensation, as energy, as radiant vibration. Bring awareness to the nose, the nostrils, nasal passages. Feel the breath flow through nasal passages all the way back into the head. And warm breath flowing back out. And traveling to the ears, noting the folds and curves. Feeling the backs of the ears, the earlobes and ear canals. And following the ear canals into the inner ear, noticing the ears receiving sound, listening. Feel your ears hearing. And traveling to your eyes, feeling your eyes, noticing the eyelids, where the eyelids touch, becoming aware of the surface of the eyes, centers of the eyes, backs of the eyes. Feeling the eyes now as energy, radiant and warm. And bringing awareness now to the crown of the head, forehead, the face. Feel the whole head and neck, back of the neck, the sides, the throat. Traveling down the right arm, Notice your palm, thumb, fingers. Feel the whole hand alive with energy. Feel the wrist, the forearm, the elbow, the upper arm, and shoulder. Notice the notch at the base of the throat. And now traveling down the left arm to notice the palm, the thumb, and fingers. Feel the whole hand alive and filled with sensation. Feel the left wrist and forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder. Noticing again the notch at the base of the throat. And now feel both arms and hands alive with vibration. Become aware now of the upper chest and upper back and shoulder blades, the heart center. Noticing the abdomen, the ribs on the back, solar plexus. Feeling the belly, the navel center, the pelvis, the hips and the root. Feel your right hip now, the thigh, knee, and shin, the calf, ankle, foot, toes, sole of the foot, and the whole foot. Feel again the pelvis and the left hip, the left thigh, knee, shin, calf, ankle, foot, toes, sole, whole foot. Now notice both legs and feet alive with sensation. Noticing the root and navel center now, solar plexus and heart center, the throat center, the mouth, the third eye between the brows, and the crown. Feel now the back body resting on the earth, bringing awareness of the whole back body as sensation alive with vibration. Now feel the front body filled with radiant vibration. Pour your awareness like liquid into the right side of the body. Feel the right side. Pour your awareness like flowing sensors into the left side and feel the left side. Feel midline. Feel your body as a whole, complete entity, feeling sensation throughout your entire body. And begin to notice the breath. Your natural breath as it flows through you. Feeling the inhale, noting the exhale. as you exhale, imagine a wave passing downward through your body, carrying away tensions. As you inhale, a fresh wave flows upward through your whole body, bringing a sense of calm to every cell. Exhale, wave flowing downward through your body, carries away fears. Inhale, fresh wave upward brings serenity. Now, remember your heart's longing statement, your sankalpa. Repeat it again 3 times as the present truth. Notice your back body facing the earth. Feel all the places where your body is touching the ground. Notice your front body facing skyward, noticing all the space surrounding you. Without moving, let your body expand wider into the space that surrounds you. And notice your breath. Feel its rhythm and pace. Slowly bringing full awareness back. Sense your fingers and imagine them moving. And now begin to wiggle your fingers. Feeling every sensation as you do. Inviting gratitude. Noticing the toes and imagine moving them. And now bringing movement to the toes. And gently rocking the head side to side. A slow awakening. Drawing a deeper breath into the belly, into the chest, and inhaling the hands up above the head like the first stretch of the day. Rolling onto the side with the knees bent. Pausing there. And if the eyes are closed, maybe considering keeping them closed, and imagine that you are water, and pressing your palm into the floor, just flow like a river up to a comfortable seated position. Lengthening the spine, lengthening the breath. And exhale. And as you inhale, imagine filling with warm light. And maybe as you exhale, imagine sending it out. Maybe taking the hands in front of the knees and exhaling and round through the back. And inhale, lift up the heart, send the tailbone back. And exhale, round through the spine. And inhale, come on back to center. And take the hands down to the sides, the fingertips on the ground. And maybe imagining those roots coming out of the fingers and moving down into the earth. And feeling that connection with all those roots that are moving down into the earth. Interlacing, connecting. And so even if you're alone, you're not. We're connected. And exhale. Flip the palm up to the sky, the palms up to the sky, and inhale, scoop up all the awesomeness that you would like. Bring the palms together and down to heart center, exhaling. And notice the state of your mind. Notice the effects of your relaxation practice. Noticing this moment, the one that you're in right now. Practicing gratitude for our lives as human beings, for the air we breathe, for the love that surrounds us, and the beauty of being alive.